Mm-mm. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
How y'all doing? How
morning.
y'all doing? How y'all doing? Views from the
Doing great.
22 live on the scene here in the place to be. You know how it go. You know how that go with my woes.
Hey,
You know, throw a little Drake in there. You know what I'm saying?
break on a Sunday morning. Okay.
A little Drake on a Sunday morning.
Oh,
Mm.
A little Drake on a Sunday morning.
so I might have
So with that
to.
being said, this is
What's wrong with What is wrong with him?
live on the TV screen, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go. Yeah.
You play too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Live on the TV screen. We on the set. What you talk about? Let's go. Views from the 22. Live on the scene. True man, false world, reporting live. We got a first lady. We got Jay Queasy. He in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling?
Doing good. Doing good. Excited for football,
doing
man. It's coming.
wonderful, wonderful.
We got college. We got a week of college football in the books. We're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. We'll set up the game tonight because then we'll Thursday we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the great coverage that we always do every year when we set it up. So with that being said, let's start at the top. We have a new kickoff rule, but also we got around the league with Tanya. That is the news. You know, she our little newscaster. So look, I'm on the set. I'm trying to make sure that she's ready. So we gonna test the segment out today. Around the league with Lil T Raj. Let's go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Around the NFL with Tanya. Take it away.
Oh, where we starting? Okay, so let's start with the kickoff rules. Okay. Um, they are I'm not a fan, but
At all.
I mean, hey. So to start off, it says here the ball is kicked from the 35-yard line, which is the same as now. However, on the other side, all teams other than the kicker are going to line up. It says with 1 foot on the receiving team's 40-yard line. Kicker cannot cross the 50-yard line until the ball touches the ground or player in the landing zone or end zone. Then kicking team players cannot move until the ball hits the ground or a player in the landing zone or the end zone. The receiving team will set up 5 yard between a 5-yard area from the 35 to the 30, where there's at least 9 receiving team players, where they all have to be. It needs to be at least 9 players. 7 of those players have to have their foot on the 35-yard line. And you cannot, it says players not on the restraining line must be lined up in the setup zone outside the hash mark. There's too much going on for me. I don't like this. This is too many rules. It says all it's too many. This too much. All players in the setup zone cannot move until the kick has hit the ground or a player in the landing zone or end zone, which is where I think a lot of the problems are going to be because we've seen in preseason already a lot of flags for moving too early.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where the biggest problem is going to be. Um, Maximum of 2 returners may line up in the landing zone and can move at any time prior to, during, or during the kick. Now, the landing zone is the area between the receiving team's goal line and the 20. A kick that hits short of the landing zone will be treated like a kickoff out of bounds and will be brought to the 40. Crazy. Any kick that hits the landing zone must be returned. So you don't have a choice. If it's in between the 20 and the 1, you have to return. Any kick that hits the landing zone and then goes into the end zone must be returned or down by the receiving team. If down, then it comes back to the 20. If the kick hits the end zone and stays inbounds, returned or down, if it's down, then it comes back to the 30. So between the 30, 40, and 20, 30, 40 is where these kicks are going to be returned to, if they're down. Any kick that goes out of the back of the end zone will be a touchback and brought to the 30. Thoughts, anybody?
I hate it.
Is this thing on? Am I live on the TV screen?
Yes.
All right, so check this out. First of all, this all sounds annoying as SDF.
It does. It's too much.
Now, here's the thing, though. The thing is, I think that what this is going to do is this is going to be the most interesting kickoff rule because I think it's going to really, really, really have a lot of penalties for the first 8 weeks of the season. Just on kickoff times.
Yes.
Then after that, I think they're going to revise it and end up taking it away because I think they're going to see it's not as effective as they thought it was.
They thought it was going to be, yep.
But as of right now, I mean, I'm not a fan or I'm not a fan, but I'm not excited.
But they said Living Color hated it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And then also it says if conditions cause the ball, see, there's too many rules. If the conditions cause the ball to fall off the tee twice, the kicker will be allowed to use a kicking stick to keep the ball in place. Onside kicks, fourth quarter, the team has the trailing team. You can only be trailing to do the onside kick. Setup zone and landing zone will not change with any penalties that carry over to kickoff. Penalties on scoring plays will not carry over and will be taken on the try, like the extra point or whatever. Yeah, penalties on the try may carry over, and if they do, only the placement of the kicker will change.
Yeah, I hate it.
They could take it
I
away.
hate it so much. It's so stupid.
Well, we knew it was going to be dumb. We knew it was going to have some type of stipulations. As we back to that beautiful logo that we're going to put in the sky like a bat symbol for when we need real football coverage. That's a shot at everybody. So when it comes down to it, what I really enjoy the most though about the kickoff rule is we're going to get to see some returns because I know a lot of teams are really going to focus on trying to still get the field position advantage that they can and try to force teams inside the 20.
Yeah, because you have to return it. If it lands in the landing zone, you have to return it.
So that landing zone thing is probably something that teams are going to try to practice. And I think that is a really, really I think that can be considered a competitive advantage if you can get a team to start within the 20. Because that means if there is no first down, that means guess what? They're going to be kicking. They're going to be punting inside the 20, meaning at worst, you're going to get starting field position inside the 40-yard line on the opposing side of the field, meaning 2 or 3 first downs and we in field goal range with the way we kicking field goals today. So I think that this is something that teams are going to practice. I think we may see a little bit of an influx in longer field goals this year. I'm talking 2 to 3 50-yarders a game. You might say that might not seem like a lot, but I think that that's something that teams are going to try more this year. We're going to have to see something different because this kickoff rule, as you adapt to it and you adjust to it during the season, there are some things here strategically that can be used for the advantage, like I just said, and that's one of them. The other thing here is I think this is more for player safety. They started and got away with the wall. Then they got rid of they got rid of the wall. They got rid of a couple other little minor rules as well. But this has all been about and predicated on player safety. So I hope that that doesn't turn into us just completely nullifying the fact that this still is a contact sport. This here is a contact sport, Petey.
It
And
is.
I love me a little contact, Petey.
That's my
Now,
movie.
that being said, next, Tanya.
Oh, it's still on me. Yes. Hello. I just woke up. We're going to
Here's the
talk
story
about.
of a man named Jeremy. Tanya was on the show.
All right, let's discuss contracts. Especially with the wide receivers. As of right now, Justin Jefferson is the highest paid receiver. Ja'Marr Chase is the only one without a contract. CeeDee Lamb just signed a 4 years, $136 million extension, 100 million of which is guaranteed, which puts him right behind Justin Jefferson.
Big money.
Let me hold $20.
Okay.
You're not too nice. Let me hold 120,000. So anyway, here's the question. Where did you mention Brandon Ayuk?
I did not. I forgot about his drama. I forgot about him. He got too much drama for me. I don't. His is 100. It's 4 years, 120 million.
Okay.
Okay, Ayuk.
So he still ended up getting 30 million. That
He could have got
can I
6
just say
months ago
something real
before he
fast?
started all this drama. Yes, go ahead.
I gotta get something off my chest for all those who think that Steelers fans was wanting him and trying to grasp him in our arms. No, we was over it by the first week. So we were done with that, and we already knew by the first week we didn't get him, he was going to stay with the 49ers. I just wanted to get off my chest for those who are talking about, oh, Steelers fans thought they was going to get Ayuk and the same thing. No, we're good.
I
We're
said on
good.
this show, I didn't care. So, pull the tape.
I'll be
Back to the
honest.
show.
I'll be honest. I don't care. Like when receivers do stuff like this, and everybody is, oh, it's a receiver. It's the position that least affects the Super Bowl outcome. So I don't care. If this is a tackle, if this is a guard, if it's a quarterback, this is front page news. But here with the views, we don't care about anything that's not front page news. Receivers, we find new good receivers every day, B.
Especially us.
I mean, we're not
We
trying to be
breed
funny,
receivers.
like, but Pittsburgh is notorious for having good receivers. You talking about fast Mike Wallace? You talking about Antoine Randall, Hines Ward? Then you went to AB, Emmanuel Sanders. You went to all the. I mean, like
You
it's a
can't forget
lot of
Santonio.
players. I mean, Santonio Holmes was a part of it. Like it's just we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Like certain things don't. The ketchup, as Mo would say, the ketchup bottle is always producing prime ketchup, and the ketchup is the wide receiver. Well, I tell you, but it is what it is. Like
What the
we gotta
what?
stop. We gotta stop caring about certain dramas, and the wide receiver drama is always going to be something because wide receivers are the consensus diva of the offense. You know. But with that being said, Jamar wants to be paid more than Justin Jefferson because he feels like he's better than his constituent. I don't want to be the one to tell y'all he is, but it is what it is. There's a lot of things he does on Sunday that Jefferson is good at, but he's great at. And then most importantly, if you notice when they played together, when they played together, you know who was the alpha, you know who Lightning Thunder was. You know who was that dude. You knew that they both was that dude, honestly. But you knew that Jamar was the X majority of the time, and you knew that Justin was the matchup guy. That tells you a lot about it. And that was the biggest knock on Justin is could he be the X? And Justin came into the league and showed he could be an X, which you could tell he could be an X, but that's just because we just elite scouts over here too. Anyway, with all those things being said, I'm glad the receiver drama is over for the most part. Ja'Marr needs a contract more than all those other receivers combined, though, because his quarterback has not been as successful without him as the other other quarterbacks have been, which the Vikings don't even really have a quarterback to be successful. So I don't really know. They had to get a deal done for him, but you know what I'm trying to say. And the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's it.
That was nostalgic.
Hey, only me. So my next question is, I'm going to ask this question. I'll pose this question. If the Cowboys don't keep Dak Prescott next year, with CeeDee Lamb as the current number one receiver.
Oh.
I don't want y'all to answer it now. I want y'all to answer before the show is over. Oh, I threw a curveball at y'all because I want people in the comments to be able to pick up something too. If Dak is no longer a Cowboys quarterback next year, who should be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? I want to start something early and then finish it late. Everybody in the comments, I want y'all to give us some names. So I want y'all to watch the comments or whatever the case is as we slide over to the next segment. The next segment of today's show is we are literally about to pretty much pick the division winners. Then we're going to pick the 7 teams that are going to be in the big dance. And after the 7 teams in the big dance, we're going to come back after those, and we're going to name you our conference championship matchup and a Super Bowl matchup. Just because, sometimes the crystal ball be a little foggy, but, we'll see.
That'll be foggy.
It's a little foggy, we gotta remember it's the first week of the season. Gotta blow it off. Anyway,
wow.
A little dusty. Now, first, let's start with the NFC North.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm starting with the NFC North because I really wanted to highlight the fact that we got I feel like it's a good 2-team race between the Packers and the Lions. The Lions won the division last year. The Packers did like TLC, and they creeped right on into playoffs.
They sure did.
I mean, they started off slow with a first-year quarterback, and they got hot toward the end, and they rode a wave, and they had a great playoff performance, to be honest with you. I really like what they put together in that first year. So here's what I want to know from you guys. Are you guys picking the Lions or the Packers? I'll go first. I'm picking the Packers because I picked the Packers last year because I felt like the Packers had all of the pieces. And I feel like Jordan Love was a better quarterback for what Matt LaFleur wants to do, as we talked about eloquently, more so than Aaron Rodgers, arrogant Aaron, as we call him. And it was a lot of things that they have to build on from last year. So I'm going to stick with my pick from last year, and I'm going to double down on them and say the Packers.
I'm going with the Packers as well, but I don't think it's going to be about a lot. I think it's going to be about like a game or two.
Tanya?
You know how I feel about the Lions, right? I like them. I really do. If we're going to call them, for the sake of the show, University of Alabama North. However, give me Jordan Love, because I have been riding with him since he got drafted. So give me Jordan Love and the Packers. But I think it will be a situation where I don't even think it's going to be a split in the games. I think it's going to be a tiebreaker situation where they have like the same record, and it's going to be opposing who they beat outside of themselves, like not even like a conference. Yeah, like a conference record type thing. But I feel like they'll end with the same record.
Why is he making your face?
She makes me upset. Anyway, with all that being said, so we got. I do think it's a close race because I think that both teams are good. But we got the Packers pretty much.
Yeah, the Packers.
All right. Next division, NFC West.
Oh, we all be split on this. But go ahead, Jeremy. Who want to go first?
You
I
go
go
first.
first. I picked the Rams.
Well, I'm picking San Fran until somebody beat them because I just think that's the only fair way to do that, considering that's the only team in the NFC it feels like they've made the Super Bowl. It feels like in every decade in the last 50 years. If I'm not mistaken, did they make it in the 2000s?
Wait.
The 2000s is the only decade that they may be a little
I
blurry
don't think they did.
But they made it in four of the four of the last 5 decades. They've been in it at least once. So it's hard to pick against them. Give me San Fran.
I'm picking the Rams like I did last year.
All right. So 2 for the Rams and 1 for San Fran. Okay. Next division, we have the NFC South. South got something to say.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Ooh, the Falcons. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons.
Okay, all right. But there's 365 reasons why the Falcons ain't and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you number one. We don't even know if Kirk Cousins' little leg hurt or not. We don't even know. We don't know if he got the safety leg and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the one first thing. The second thing is y'all all high on Bijan Robinson and stuff like that. We don't even know if he's gonna be like that in the league.
I don't
even
like
know
him.
yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy. And then after that, right? Then we don't even know if their defense is gonna be about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for all that stuff that I was just saying and everything I was just saying.
He's still picking the Falcons.
Give me the Falcons. So we go to the NFC.
I knew you was going to do that. I already started writing it down. I was like, Falcons, Durham.
Listen,
big
shot. This was the year for you to make your bet.
Hey, the Lord have mercy. Oh man. Yeah. So the NFC, the NFC, which one we on? The NFC. We did North, we did South, we did West. Now we need the East.
Go ahead, Tony. You go first.
To the East. Give me my Cleveland and the Eagles. That's enough. Continue.
Okay.
Oh God, this division is so annoying, bro. Because it's just like it don't matter who wins the division because they ain't gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
all right, give me the Eagles, man. Just give me the Eagles.
I got the Eagles as well, by a lot. There's no shade, no tea.
AFC East. I'll just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. New York Jets. You better win the division and you better be in the conference championship game. That's what I'm gonna say. Because if you're not, I'm on Aaron Rodgers' ass like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm.
All right, so I go back and forth because if Aaron Rodgers plays the whole season, it's the Jets. But if he does not, the Dolphins is your division to lose, bro. But for right now, give me the Jets. Oh yeah.
I just need Aaron to play more than 39 seconds.
So 42.
Some progress, baby steps. You know what I mean? Baby steps. But no, give me the Dolphins.
Oh, She can just put the crap all John.
I'm not mad at the. I mean, you know, she Alabama, all around the world.
No. It's not even that. It's not even that. I feel like last year, had they not had the same events that we had happen to us, where they lose their entire defense, then I feel
And
like they could have
offensive
won the
line.
division last year. Yeah, and the offensive line. I feel
They
like they could have
offensive
won it
line
last year.
was they lost everybody on
Yeah,
offensive line.
I picked
Started
them
week
last year to win the
start like week
division.
4. It went in a row like that. I swear to God. It was from the
Yeah,
right tackle all the way across.
I picked them to win it last year because of that, but then they lost literally
I said,
everybody.
Dolphins.
Literally. So yeah.
AFC West.
The Chiefs until somebody can throw them.
The
That's
Chiefs
easy.
continue. We don't need this. Not a discussion.
Jeremy, I already got you there. You got the Chiefs.
Go ahead. Yeah, listen. AFC South.
I went back and forth on this one too.
I didn't.
I go first. I got the Texans.
Yeah, give me the Texans.
So you picking the Texans over Tennessee? Why? Why are we picking them over Tennessee?
I don't know what Tennessee is, even though they are my sleeper team though. Like I would say watch out for them. I think they're going to be over the Colts though in the division. People not gonna like that either. But I just think that the Texans have a better squad currently.
I see it being a close race. I see it be like one game separation between the two, though. Is what I see.
You know, the biggest thing in that division is every team has a quarterback question.
Yeah.
And it's just y'all picking the Texans because y'all feel like the Texans have the least likely, quarterback to fail. I'm not mad at that. I'm going to pick the Titans. And I'm only picking the Titans because I feel like that defense is really, really well coached. They're very good.
Very good.
But the thing is, like adding Ladarius Sneed to that bunch with what they already do with Jeffrey Simmons, who I think is one of the 5 or 6 defensive tackles that we do not talk about in football. I really think that they got some chance to make some noise this year with them, with that pickup and with some of the players that they have. So I'm not saying it's a big margin, but I think the Texans are a wild card team, and there's nothing wrong with being a wild card team, especially knowing that, this is a league where it's as hard to make the playoffs as it is. So that's what I'm going with. All right, AFC North, winner of the division.
You go first.
All
right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
I thought you said me go first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. I'm gonna shock some people. I'm gonna pick the Ravens to win the division. Okay. I think that they should be the team. If they don't win a division, that's fine too. But I think if they win a division, ultimately that should be their number one focus in this division, is to try to win the division, number one. But the second thing is, I think that they'll be the team that'll be able to enforce their will. I expect for Cleveland to be a close second, and I expect for the Steelers to be right there with Cleveland, which they can interchange. I just don't know how fast the Steelers are going to start. That's where the Steelers.
So
hold
on. Start. Question.
Yes.
So you think the Bengals will be last in the division?
Not last, on a last type energy, but I just think that the Bengals have some issues. Yeah, and I just think Bengals have the worst defense in the division.
That's true.
They have the worst defense and the worst trenches in the division.
That is very true.
That's true.
Those are the things that I think are going to affect them in the division the most. But I think those are the things that will affect them to the point where it'll be why they lose a couple of the games.
I'm going with us. Simply not just because I'm going with us, but I feel like the same situation happened with the Dolphins, and I feel like even in the division last year when we made the playoffs, true enough, but out of the division, we were 5-1. We were the only team that was 5-1 in the division, even though we didn't have an offense to save our very life. So I feel like that situation will be a little bit better this year. So I'm picking us to win the division.
So after some thought and clarity and stuff, I changed my pick because I had picked the Bengals, but then you had reminded me that their defense was bad, and I was like, well, I had said after in my head, I said, he did say that. Okay, so bro, I hate picking this division because I don't know. Okay, I'm going with the Steelers, and I don't know how to explain it because I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm picking, like I said, I'm picking the Ravens because I think they're the team that should be. I mean, well, after Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that. When we get to next week's show, this we know we just. But go ahead.
But yeah, I just think all together, I think that the Ravens should be the winner of the division because I think they should be the one team that should be pretty matchup proof across the board for a lot of the teams they play. They should be able to be out physical them. They should be there. They should be able to impose their will on majority of teams they're going to play because they should play Baltimore Ravens football. Now that doesn't mean that they're going to do it. I'm telling you what they should.
I don't know who they're going to impose their will on. Okay, sorry.
We're not talking about the Steelers because we know they don't beat the Steelers. So leave it alone.
I was talking about a lot of teams.
Well, we're gonna see because last year they went and beat the Lions by 50. You know what I'm saying? And people thought we thought that should have been a better matchup than it was. It's just we gotta see. The 49ers went out there and gave the ball away. Teams don't play the same when they play against the Ravens, and it's because of who the Ravens are. So that's the reason why. All y'all Ravens fans out there, y'all annoying anyway. So I just want to make sure I say that out loud. But I'm not picking y'all to shut y'all up. I'm picking y'all because I actually genuinely feel like y'all can win the division. You know,
that might be it though. That's as far as you getting, but at least when
that's all their quarterback can do is win the division. He can't win nothing else.
That's it.
I mean, well, he can win. Stop that, y'all. He can win MVPs.
So can my 13-year-old, 14-year-old. Go ahead.
So yeah, the 7 teams that make the dance. Okay.
Oh.
So my 7 teams. I'm gonna name my 7 teams. We're gonna start with division winners, and we're gonna start in the NFC. I got Philly. I got Falcons. I got I got the Packers, and then I have the
49ers.
49ers. Yep. Then after that, I got the Lions. Give me the Cowboys.
Oh.
And then give me the Rams. No particular order or whatever the case is, but I think that gives us the most entertaining playoff this year for the NFC.
Okay, AFC. Oh, are we all doing just NFC right now?
Yeah, let's do NFC first. We're gonna do NFC
person by person. So it would be my division winners: Atlanta, Philly, Rams, Green Bay, and then give me San Francisco, Detroit, and the Saints.
Oh, you talk too fast.
Oh.
Slow down. I just want
to get to know you, but turn around.
But don't speed it up.
Okay, so me. I got Packers, Rams, Eagles, Falcons, and then I have 49ers, Lions, Saints.
You know, wanting to pick the Saints is so, it's right there. Like she stay on the tip of my tongue. Woo. I want to pick them too, man.
I think the defense is gonna be real good.
Ooh. You know what? Rams, I'm sorry. I'm taking you away. Give me them
Oh,
New Orleans people. Give me them New Orleans people, man. Give me the New
Don't do
Orleans
my
people, man.
people. Don't do my people no.
I ain't doing nothing. I said them New Orleans people, man. Give me that Creole seasoning. What you talking about? Even though I don't eat crawfish, give me them crawfish eating people. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
I'm allergic and still Creole. It's all right. It'll be all right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but remember, y'all, I said I think Chase Young is a standout player this year. And I really think with that defense, with him added, with the what are man, yeah, man, get put the Saints in there, man.
what happened at New Orleans?
All right. AFC, I'm going first. I'm going first. All right. First of all, the AFC North. I'm sending the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Browns to the playoffs, right? All right. Then I'm sending the Dolphins and I'm sending the Jets, right? And then I got my two division winners, and there's the 7. All right.
Go ahead, Tony.
Oh we
These sound effects is crazy to me. Not who we.
I got my division winners, so Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Miami, Houston. Then I have Tennessee, Baltimore, and the Chargers.
Okay.
Oh, you got the Chargers
Mister
making the playoffs?
Mhm.
Mister Get Tipsy. Who do you have?
I have Chiefs, Texans, Jets, and the whole AFC North.
Ooh, that boy said none of y'all need to make the playoffs. we need to show, and that's the division of the North. I said, Father, we want good football, and
Which would make it a lot more interesting because they're already doing hard knocks in season with the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
so what if I said I think the conference championship matchup?
Will be the AFC North championship times 2.
No, but what I will say is I think it's Kansas City and one of the teams in the AFC North, not named Baltimore. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what's funny? I hate you, Jerm. I really do. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
don't like you. I really do not like you because on this paper I have Chiefs versus Steelers. Part
What you
two.
got, Tanya?
I have the same.
All I'm gonna say is I haven't seen enough of the game yet for me to be able to pick against Kansas City, right? So
Right.
of course Kansas City is hard to pick against. But what I will say is I think if there's any division that has the right pieces to be able to match up outside of Indianapolis, I think it's the AFC North. Also, excuse me. Ooh, also, I'm gonna give y'all something real interesting. What if? Ooh, hold on now.
You all right? You need some
You,
what? You need some milk. He needs some milk. Oh,
you need some Merc?
I need some water. But I'm about to go blubber blubber. Now, with everything else in this division that we have going for us, the one thing that I think is, what if the Steelers are everything that with Russ that the Broncos were supposed to be?
And
yeah, we have a
you know,
better defense.
I keep telling people that, and because what I don't like about how they criticize Russ about Denver is when other players go other places, they'll be like, "Oh, well, this might be a good change for him, and he might excel here," just like we said about Chase Young going to New Orleans. So why is that not the same case for Russ? Why he can't be in a better situation and a better environment?
Well, he's already in a better culture, so
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Why we
he's
can't
in
say
a
why people can't say the same thing?
he's with one of the two or three best coaches in the NFL. So why wouldn't he be in a situation? He went from Pete Carroll was a good coach. Now he
Mm-hmm.
goes to Mike Tomlin. So you got the guy who's really, really analytical, but then now you go into the people's champ.
I like you. Boy, you. I like that. Okay.
I'm just saying, like you said, boy, I like you.
That got me. That was hitting right here in my heart. Yeah, I like that.
But I'm saying that's what Mike Tomlin is. He's the people's champ. Since he's been a coordinator, the people's champ. People play for him. People step up for him. People do things for him that they won't do for other coaches. That's the reason why he can go to Chase Young and say, "Boy, you a good player, man. You a hell of a player, man." And he said, "Man, come get me." And he said, I gotta be on the other side of a lot of Sundays just to see you. And I don't plan on being there."
He don't.
Ooh-wee. How you let something like he even talk like I talk. I'm sorry, I'm going with the culture, baby. Ain't that what Ham said? Yes, I'm going with the culture, baby. Um, but that's what make it hard for me to root against the Steelers because I see what the head coach do. Like I see what the head coach is the head coach. The head coach to be coaching and he be head coaching. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. So the NFC matchup, I'm gonna go with a rematch. I'm gonna go Philly versus San Francisco.
What's my
Go
now?
ahead, Sonya. Yeah, you go because I'm still thinking.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a rematch of Week 1 and say Philly and Green Bay.
Okay.
Um, give me Packers and 49ers, but this time the Packers be at home.
Okay. Super Bowl Sunday matchup. Give me Kansas City and give me the 49ers in a rematch again. I think the landscape is gonna line up like that until teams prove that they can beat them.
I'm doing a rematch of the 2010 Super Bowl. Steelers Packers. I'm being a homer. Yes, I am. I don't give a damn what you say. Go ahead, Tanya.
I am too. I'm gonna be a homer too, but I'm gonna call it the Battle of Pennsylvania. Give me Pittsburgh and Philly.
Oh,
Okay. E40 sprinkled in. Time. Sprinkle me, man. Ooh. All right. So those are the matchups. Now, let's go to these comments.
Mine not loading. My video not even loading.
I don't think no one said anything yet. Let's check. Slow down. Damn it, Jeremy, that fuck my head now.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have any comments yet.
Okay. So, no comments in there. That's fine. So now we get to go and we get to say who is the quarterback for the 2025 season for the Dallas Cowboys if it's not Dakota Prescott.
Jesus. Go ahead, Tanya.
Um, it ain't go. It's not. I'm gonna tell you who it's not, and that's Trey Lance.
Well,
because they got all excited about him.
Wait. We'll find out next week. Viewers Room 22 live on the scene. This has been a sneak preview of the upcoming season. With everything being said, you got that to think about to go along with a lot of other things. We gave y'all enough for y'all to just taste the type of heat we're going to be bringing. We will have fantasy football weekly updates, meaning players we feel are locks, and I will also give you parlays. I'm gonna let y'all lay par with Mr. Depart.
Please get him out of here. Get my children out of here.
My crew, let's go.
But with everything being said, this is Views from the 22 sneak preview for the 2024 season. We out.